Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust, reference 16013. You can see and you can purchase this Tapestry dial two-tone early 1980s Rolex Datejust on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Rolex reference 16013. Now, the watch on my wrist includes many charming vintage details, and in many ways, it's a true child of the decade in which it was born, bearing many Rolex hallmarks from the period. On my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference and 6 1/3 inches for those of us still living in the 19th century. The watch is very compact and comfortable. It's a traditional Rolex fit, 36 millimeters across the round of the case, not inclusive of the crown. It's 13 millimeters thick, though it looks thicker because of the acrylic crystal, the plexiglass. It towers, but it doesn't actually add that much thickness to the watch. It's easy to slide this one underneath a tight sleeve or dress cuff, which, quite frankly, is one of the best applications for a timepiece with this degree of elegance. 43.5 millimeters from lug to lug. The bracelet does not extend it beyond the extremities of the lug. And the watch is on a Rolex Jubilee bracelet, two-tone from the period. And the reference is 62523H.18. You can see the bracelet remains in good condition, though it has stretched some. And you can see the clasp has been polished. There's not much left of the crown. Full disclosure, it is a pre-owned timepiece, and I would rate the watch and the bracelet as good daily drivers in terms of condition. This is a watch you can wear and enjoy. The dial is in outstanding condition. You can see the case still retains much of its original elegance and lines, although, again, this is an over 30-year-old watch at this point. It's well into the realm of vintage, and a lot of those qualities come to the fore. The dial is the highlight of the entire watch. The distinctive tapestry design, the deep and lustrous striations from top to bottom add a lot of character here. All of the applied indices, as well as the hands at center, are 18-karat yellow gold, so there's no tarnishing or oxidation, and you can still see the tritium signatures at the base. All of the indices and hands are faded tritium patina and quite beautiful. Of course, because it is a plexiglass, you do have that wonderful off-axis distortion that we associate with vintage timepieces. And you can see the plexi is exceptionally thick on this Oyster reference. It has immense character. There's a stylized railroad-style seconds and minute track outboard of the indices, each with an inset and stylized Roman numeral. You can see the metallic, grained, matching gold date disc just beneath, the acrylic Cyclops eye. You can see the open 9, likewise it has closed 6s. Very handsome, again, charming. This is a wonderful piece from its period, just before Ghostbusters and just before Ronald Reagan. That's roughly where this watch comes into the timeline, early 1980s. This is a watch that features the Rolex 3035 internally. The 3035 was the best way to describe it is the 27-jewel balance cock rather than balance bridge, predecessor to the modern 3135. It has the high beat rate of 28,800 vibrations per hour. 27 jewels, it featured a single-sided balance cock rather than the dual-anchored balance bridge, but it did still have all of the modern functional features we associate with Rolex, including the quick set date, the hacking seconds when you pull the crown, chronometer certifications. Again, it has the high 4 Hz beat rate. It does feature a Breguet overcoil hairspring, so it has the same kind of resistance to positional or gravitationally induced timing deviation. Free Sprung still very tough in spite of the lack of a balance bridge. In many ways, it paved the way for the modern Rolex calibers, and it performs like one on the wrist. This is a handsome, fun, and clearly evocative period piece. This is what Rolex was in the early 1980s, emerging from its era as a no-holds-barred professional watch manufacturer of tool timepieces and becoming more of a standard bearer for luxury and the household name that it is today. This is a Rolex reference in transition. You can see it and you can buy it on our website.